Alright, hello. This is the Holy Bible. Coming at it with a Vod review for Wyatt. He's playing Volibear this game. Okay, so I do have notes that I wrote down for this game. I'm not gonna lie, I don't care about this invade at all. Okay. I'm gonna pause it here. So, initially, I'm going to talk you through this. I'm going to ask some questions, and I'll probably pause when I do so. That way, you can think through this as you watch this video, and you should be answering to yourself or whoever at the time. But either you can pause it, but I'll probably end up pausing it as well. So, initially, looking at your team, where should you be pathing? And what is your win condition? Based on your team, you have CC from Aatrox and Ignite, CC from Pantheon and Ignite, and some CC from Set with Ignite. So every lane is relatively easy gankable from your side. Looking at their team, however, Tahm Kench, sure he's kind of big, but he isn't that big until later in the game, so he should be a pretty easy early gank. Heimerdinger's annoying with his turrets, but with Pantheon you should be able to easily kill him. Bot lane has Tristana with a jump, Pyke with a dash. So bot lane, although you still have Set, hard to gank consistently. So you should be looking at mid or top. So here, as just a starter, you walk up top. I assume because you see this going on, but either this means you should invade his red or start at bottom still. You're pathing away from your win condition unless you're going for a level 3 gank mid. So here, just clearing, this is good. You're pulling it a little bit, this is good. Still pulling these, beautiful, really well played. You don't go for the level 3 transition gank mid here, but it's really hard, so there's no real point to do so. Go for a full clear, good. Keep taking your stuff. Just gotta speed through this. You skip Krugs to go to Scuttle Crab. This is kind of dumb, in my opinion, just because we know that the enemy started bottom, and you can almost always just infer that, because most people do, but you do skip Krugs here. Tell me why you're going to invade here. So the reason I ask, if you started on blue and he started on blue, that means you took Gromp around the same time. He probably started a little bit earlier because he had bot lane leashing, right? Is your Gromp currently up? No. Usually it comes up around the 440 mark, or your first camp will. So you're wasting time here, and you skipped Krug still. So now you walk back. So this was kind of pointless, a little waste of time. Slow down on your tempo. You're here now, but you also wasted some time. So thinking about it, where should the enemy Kha'Zix be, roughly? Okay. Now, I'm just going to assume you said the right thing, but since you just invaded his bot side, you know he's not there. You know the only place he could be is top side. So your bot lane here is pushed up, but should be totally fine. Your top lane is pushed up, but recalling. They should be totally fine. So where should you ping just because they're the only play that the enemy jungler has to make? Good. You should be danger pinging right in here, because although he's pushed up, Kha'Zix could be right around here. He ends up being on his Krugs. I don't know why he just cleared really slowly, I suppose, because he's doing this at the same time you are, but didn't take Scuttle. So, who knows, but either way, just as a safety precaution, you should danger ping your mid lane. So, alright, another issue with the fact that you pathed top to bottom. Also, if you notice, your Gromp is respawning now. So when you path like this, if you don't start bottom, if you do start bottom, you can go here, 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 continue up, and then clear these. You can maybe get a gank or recall. You reset, take Krugs, and then by the time you take this, it's 5 minutes and you're already on top of the dragon. When you path away, you're now going up to the top side with dragon spawning in 10 seconds. This is kind of a Vi mentality, but Volibear takes dragons really, really easy. You end up getting lucky with him invading you here, and you absolutely beat his head in. So good catch. Nice. So you're taking Gromp. I'm going to pause it as soon as you do. So here, we should be thinking this. Alright, I'm going to let you just keep clearing, but I'll slow it down. Where was the last place we just saw Kha'Zix? You just killed him on your top side. If he was top side, where does that mean he should be going next? That's right, he should be walking down the lane to here. So he should be, ideally, right about here currently. Let's just see if I'm right. Okay, he's on wolves. So he's right about where we think he should be, right? So if he's here, he should be either clearing straight towards the dragon because his bottom lane has priority. And his mid lane has priority. That's what I would be doing. Or he'd be clearing all the way up again. So it's just something to keep in mind. Here, we see them pushing in bot lane. The fact that you hit this gives away your position because they see you on the minimap because you hit that and they just leave. As soon as they're this far, you don't have flash, just leave. This is stupid. There's no point to continue. It's Pike Tristana. Sure, you almost get him, but that's just more wasted time. You could transition right back to the dragon. You could help them push the wave. You could do anything else. And now you're in an awkward position because you have no mid prio and you're walking up for free. You know that Kha'Zix is on the bottom side of the map, once again, because we just went over that. And although Pike shouldn't really be here, he is. Your Aphelios waste flash, people keep chasing for no reason. This is goofy. And then you walk in and take dragon. So it's awkward. The only reason this works out is because Heimerdinger didn't come down and the bot lane was already low. But you transition over, good. You should take this, and honestly, I'm not saying this is a good idea, but I would walk in and take this because we know that we have mid prio here and we had our bot lane with us just a second ago. But instead you choose to recall. Alright. So, looking at the game, it's 7:40. Okay? I'll just let you recall. Here you go for the Kha'Zix. Alright. This is a problem. Sorry, I know I just went on a little tangent and then stopped myself. So, with Volibear, it's very easy. You need to E so that your cast starts to go off, and then you stun them on it. So here you should be Eing him. Instead, you stun him, and then you E, and every time they're able to get out. Use your ability and then stun them so that they get hit by it, rather than stun them so that you can start to charge it. That's just super, super basic Volibear stuff, but you do it pretty much every time. Okay. So here, now we recall. 8 minutes. Okay? Tell me about your pathing. Look at the map. Where should we be going right now? I'm going to bring up my tool as you think. So, I hope the answer that you just gave was, well, Mr. Vibel. Get this ad out of here. So, it should have been, because of the fact that Rift Herald is up, we just took the objective here, we should be pathing down to our bottommost camp and full clearing all the way up so that we can go to Rift Herald or go to the lane. By the time you get to this lane, it's probably going to slow push back to him, and you can either set up a dive or you can just push it in and then collapse on Rift Herald together. Either way, you will waste the least amount of time because you started down here and cleared all your camps up towards the objective. If you start up top, you can only get these two, or maybe do a scuffed clear and you go wolves to these two to here and then take it, but then you stagger taking these camps entirely and it's just really weird. Let's see what you end up doing. So you go topside, of course. I'm just going to rewind it because it's doing this weird stuttery thing. Okay. So you end up skipping all of your camps, despite seeing Kha'Zix currently, and you go for a mid play when your mid laner is nowhere nearby. So if you just wait a couple seconds, he'll get there. You know he doesn't have ulti. You use your E randomly, you ult randomly. Sure, you hit the turrets, but I mean, he just walks away, man. This is super weird. This is really weird. The fact that you did this instead of going to any of your camps or Rift Herald or top lane is just mind-boggling. This is a really bad play. The chance of you killing him here is low. It's way higher if Pantheon is standing here at his turret, but he's not. He's in base. Maybe you thought, oh, he's got R. Maybe he was doing that bug where it shows that his ultimate's up, but it's not. You're 2 levels down on this guy. One level. I think you get a level while you're in here, but still, it's just a very bizarre play because once again, you have all of these camps up. Just take the confirmed gold. One camp is about 100 gold. Maybe a little less than that right now, but I mean, that's so worth it. So once again, you go for this play. You start off with your E, sure, because of his turrets. And then you should Q him into your ulti so that it confirms that you hit your ulti onto him. You don't do that, you just randomly jump and you just whiff. Pantheon's still not even in range and he can't help you the entire time. He could have E'd to get closer, he could have done a lot of stuff. But he didn't because he's bad. You can't rely on your teammates. So now you walk over to catch it. Mind you, you could have cleared this entire thing by this time. But now you go over to catch the Kha'Zix, who by now has taken 2 of your camps. Oh, Kha'Zix is gone. And now you find him. You're just wasting time. So now you invade him for no reason. And you're walking around. So here, alright. You take Rift Herald, sure. So the reason I'm just speeding through this, we're at 11:02. Okay? We're at 11:02. Oh man. Oh god. Holy moly, dude. 11:02. The last time you farmed anything at all was this Scuttle Crab. The last thing you farmed was at 7:36. You spent 4 minutes. 4 minutes, dude. You didn't do anything. You didn't take a single camp. You could have taken your whole jungle and it would have been almost back up by the time you finished doing this. Chasing for no reason, doing nothing. Sure, you take Rift Herald, but I mean, look, you're literally walking around doing nothing. This is insane. This is such a waste of time. Stop going for these stupid, pointless plays. Sure, maybe you can get a kill. That's not the point. Your job in these games is to outfarm Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix doesn't know what he's doing. This is a very bad player. He's constantly out of position, not taking camps at all. He's taken this one and this one recently. I'm sure he's doing the same thing as you. You just walked around for 4 minutes doing nothing. You took this camp and you have the same CS as him, or vice versa. So he basically has also wasted 4 minutes of doing nothing. So right now, you guys are at almost equivalent gold. You're up 1 kill of gold when you should be up 2 entire rotations. So this is goofy. Now you stagger your camps because this is respawning and go to this, but you're at least pathing down to dragon. You invade. This is weird. Take your confirmed gold. You don't even know if these are up. The last time you saw Kha'Zix was mid and he came from top, meaning he should be here right now. Just take your confirmed gold, dude. This is just nuts, man. You're going for weird plays that are not confirmed. Just take your confirmed gold. That's all you gotta do. It's so free. It's literally sitting there waiting for you. You get the freest kill of your life. Beautiful. Help him push. No, help him push. Here, I don't care if he's pinging you off. You help him push here. You get all this experience. You want these plates. This is all you. You shouldn't be walking here. Just go and help him. Here, you do it again. E first so that it starts the animation. She can't see you. Q her so that she stays on it, and in the Q animation, use your ulti. So she's stunned during the ulti, stunned during the E. What you do is you just randomly R, you miss, you auto, oh, you don't. You cancel your auto, and you QW. Because you didn't use your E for the stun, she stays in it, but you get knocked out, and then you just stand and deliver. So I think, I know this is going to sound mean, I think you played this as badly as you could have. Like, I think you did every single step of this wrong. Here, she can't see you. She probably didn't even notice you walk into melee range. Hit E here, run up and Q, R, and then auto W. That's all you gotta do. Instead, you miss, you cancel your auto, and then you just walk back into her after she ulted you away, even though your team is here walking up towards you. Just walk away, dude. This is one of those dumb deaths. Just, there was no point to die. You could have killed her, but you messed up the combo. Your team now comes and gets the dragon for you. So I'm gonna go back one more time. I know I just went through all of this. Remember how I said you haven't farmed since 736? You took a Rift Herald and a Scuttle Crab. This is your gold. You don't take it. You fight her. You die. This red buff is one of the first things you farmed. You farmed those wolves. Sorry, my mistake. This is one of the first things you farmed since like 736. Let's see. 49 CS. Sorry, I have to go through this again because this is nuts. 49 CS. Skip through it all. Wow. 50, you got 2 minions. A lot of pings going on. You get 2 minions, a Rift Herald, a Scuttle Crab, a Wolf Camp, and Raptors. Okay. So you got a couple things, but like, once again, this is just a big lack of farming. And then you invade for no reason. Sorry, we'll continue. You take red buff here. So right here, looking at the map, looking at everything, which you should be doing anyway, what should you do in this situation? You're walking towards your team. What should you do? I don't know what you said, but the correct answer is nothing. Go farm. Farm. Farm, 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 farm. Your 80 carry has no mana. Your set has no mana. Ha. You're versus a Pike with a Blast Cone. That, you don't even have to look at that. You're versus a Pike and a Kha'Zix. They have invisibility, they have speed, they have jumps. Don't chase this. This is stupid. 1, you can't kill them anyway because your AD carry has no mana. And 2, they're piking Kha'Zix. Even if you had mana, don't go here. Just leave. If you farm, you clear this, you clear this, you clear this, this, and then you're on top side roughly by the time Rift Herald spawns. Instead, you go for a big chase again. You're chasing the set. Holy moly, or sorry, the pike. Holy moly, it doesn't work out. And then your AD carry's still out of mana. You're walking into 3 totally solo. You shouldn't even be here. You should be clearing these. Your Pantheon ults in past the team fight, and then you're walking around. Look how long you walk around and don't do anything. Then you start to recall, you get cancelled. You're walking, you recall. Rifts in 1 minute. You got these 2 camps up still. You should path bottom, clear all the way up, then be at Rift Herald by the time it spawns. Once again, your win condition was Aatrox Pantheon. You shouldn't be playing around bottom at all here. Instead of going bottom to clear the free camps confirmed gold, you go topside. You should take these 2 at the same time. It's free, it's easy, and it's faster. No point not to. You start clearing, and then you're clearing away from the Rift Herald, which is the next objective. The easiest thing as a jungler is just path towards the objective. You're pathing away from it constantly, every single time. Now you go for Raptors, okay, and here you're walking towards the Kha'Zix. Why? There's no way you catch the Kha'Zix who's already ult, flash, and like another flash distance away from you. Don't go for it. There's nothing to get here. Your Krugs are still up. Just take these, dude. This is like super basic, super easy, and you keep actively going for a fight rather than just getting the confirmed gold. You don't get punished for it too much because his topside jungle's up because he didn't clear it for no reason. Good, you rotate back to Rift. Good. So it takes forever, but you kill it. Cool. Now you walk up here. Let's see, do you rift this? Oh, you just brute force it down, then go for the next one. Okay, that's a good play. You should get the charge and then leave. Now you guys got the charge. Dragon's up in 10 seconds. Your 80 carries at half mana. You're playing melee range into Kha'Zix, Tahm Kench, Tristana. It's a 3v4. You already got the charge, what you came for. You should leave. You ulti in like a man. And you die like a fool. Wow, you're still not dead. Holy moly. So now you get your whole team killed. Dragon's up. So here we go. We get this. Sick. This is a good play. This is really good. You don't have to rift here. This is kind of silly, but I like it. You get the rift, okay? And you smite this guy. Currently, 33k to 27k. Okay? 33.9 to 29. You just swung the game 2k gold to them for no reason when you already got what you came for. The dragon's up and there's more camps. Plus you were sitting on hella gold. 2k. I know you got 2 kills, but you're sitting on a lot of gold. Just leave. Just leave. Stop going for these plays. This is how you lose games. There's no reason at all to fight this. There's no reason to force this hard. I know that the Aphelios ulti here baited you, but like there's no reason. There is zero. Even going back to this play, where I said you wasted a whole bunch of time, if I just rewind this real quick, so when you're on the red buff here, this is something I meant to go over, but I forgot. Each camp is roughly 100 gold plus XP. This is 100, 200, 300, 4, 5, 6. This is 600 gold. You take 100 gold of it, and then you walk around. Watch your gold gain. You're at 220, right? Sorry. Before Tristana dies here. You're at 275. You get an assist, you get 60 gold, and then you walk around and you do nothing. So instead of just farming and getting the confirmed 2 kills worth of gold here, you get 80, 60, whatever it was. You get nothing. You don't even get 1 camp's worth of gold for walking around and wasting all that time. It's just a consistent repeat of the same thing over and over again that you keep doing. It's super easy to fix. Literally just stop fighting. That's all you gotta do. You instantly go back to fight because your team is fighting. I bet your team wins this. You get the dragon for free. Cool. So you rotate over here. Of course, the enemy Kha'Zix is away from the objective, as he has been all game. And now you walk in. Take all his stuff. Cool. You guys can push bottom for free. You can push mid for free. Honestly, the rest of the game doesn't matter. Just that beginning is so important to look at. Like, so insanely important because of how you played it. That's what you need to work on. If nothing else, pathing and decision making. You're constantly fighting when you shouldn't. You can farm for free gold all the time. If we look at this, it's not the best picture, but it works. Herald, 100 gold, plus 200 additional local, so it's worth a kill if you solo it. 100 gold, 125, 8,500, so they're roughly, if you combine them all, about 100 each. Okay? One side, full clearing one side is a kill. You keep going for these pointless fights, and you lose out basically on a kill's worth of gold just because you don't want to farm them. You, multiple times, I think 4 times so far, you went to base into a gank, base to Rift Herald, base to fight, base to gank again, and you skip the camps entirely. Stop. It's that easy. You will get exponentially farther ahead of your opponent. This is you not farming, by the way. You're 40 CS. You are 10 camps up on your opponent. 10 camps up, and you're not you haven't farmed for like 5 minutes of this 20-minute game. For a quarter of the game, you have done literally nothing. It's probably even bigger than that. A third of the game, you've done nothing, and you're up this much gold on this guy. Just take that in.